Hi, this is Paul Connett. This is a no burn broom short video. Going back to the chemistry, the DEC really didn't understand the exquisite toxicity of what these chemicals are actually in themselves in the batteries and what they can become when you heat them and burn them. And that's the problem with this facility. There are different ways of recycling lithium-ion batteries, and many of those ways do not involve high temperatures. They don't involve heating or burning, and I think those present very much less environmental concerns. But when you burn heat and burn this, there's two stages. There's the rotary kiln, which is 4 feet by 80 feet. That's a huge furnace, 4 feet by 80 feet. That's heated up to 600 degrees. That is designed to melt, evaporate the binder. Now that binder in the batteries, it binds the metal oxide powder to the aluminum foil in one of the electrodes. And that powder is extremely valuable. One of the metal oxides in there is cobalt. And right now that's worth about $35,000 a ton. So that's why they want to do it. They want to get that cobalt. But to get access to that cobalt, you've got to separate it from the aluminium foil. And to do that, you've got to have a way of getting rid of that polyvinylidene difluoride, the PVDF, and that's a polymer like Teflon. It's got a lot of fluorine in it. Well, there are different ways of separating this metal oxide powder and the aluminum foil. One is to dissolve it in acids, as mild as orange juice. You would dissolve the metal and metal oxides. Another way is to dissolve the polyvinylidene difluoride with organic solvents. That's rather expensive. And a new way, which I think is very promising, is to actually freeze the battery components with liquid nitrogen. That makes the PVDF very brittle and easy, and a powder, and easy to separate. But however, the technique chosen by SungEel's is two steps. One, heating in this huge furnace, this rotary kiln, to 600 degrees Celsius. And then the gases that come off at 600 degrees are then burnt, incinerated in an afterburner. And that's why we call this an incinerator. Now, there's a semantics here. Okay, it's fair enough not to call this whole process an incinerator, because that conjures up the notion of a trash incinerator, where the whole purpose is to destroy the trash safely. And here, of course, the purpose is to recover the metals from these metal oxides, particularly in the cathode. The problem we have is the process. The process involves an incineration step. And that's where you get all the problems that we associate with incineration. And that's where I've had 35 years experience.